United States informs its allies that Iran has transferred ballistic missiles to Russia to use in the war in Ukraine. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is in Ireland, a visit that's part of what he calls a wider EU reset. Protesters in Prague honour the victims of the Russian invasion and call for greater international support for Ukraine. Spanish director Pedro Almodovar wins the Golden Lion for Best Film at the Venice Film Festival for his movie The Room Next Door. The United States has reportedly informed its allies that Iran has transferred short-range ballistic missiles to Russia to use in the war in Ukraine. Two anonymous officials confirmed the US intelligence findings but didn't say how many weapons had been delivered or when the transfers took place. The White House has warned Tehran for months against transferring ballistic missiles to Moscow. Iran has been providing Russia with its Shahed attack drone since autumn 2022. Meanwhile, the Russian Defense Ministry has said its forces have liberated the village of Kalinova, 25 kilometers southeast of Pokrovsk. Russian troops have been advancing on the key logistics hub for months, prompting Ukraine to order the mandatory evacuation of children from the city last month. And on Saturday, residents in Kursk went to the polls to vote in local elections. The western Russian region is where Ukraine launched a lightning incursion on August the 6th, seizing several settlements with the aim of creating a buffer zone inside Russia. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has met his Irish counterpart Simon Harris in Dublin in a visit described as a reset. Starmer's trip is the first by a British leader to Ireland in 5 years and is a further sign that the two wish to deepen relations on economic and security matters.
It's a pleasure to be here, to have this opportunity which we will take to renew the friendship between our countries. That reset, I think, can be meaningful.
Starmer and Harris participated in a business roundtable to explore how renewed relations could benefit trade. The economic relationship is worth around €120 billion and supports thousands of jobs on both sides of the Irish Sea. Relations between the two countries have been strained since the UK voted in 2016 to withdraw from the European Union. That's affected political and trade structures of Northern Ireland, which is part of the UK. Around 100 people have gathered in Prague for a rally to demand more protection for Ukraine. Organisers said the aim of the event was to honour the victims of the Russian invasion and to call for greater international support. Demonstrators created a map of Ukraine using blue and yellow umbrellas. They also held up a banner saying, "Let Ukraine strike back." The protest aimed to highlight the continued need for defensive measures to protect Ukrainian airspace. The Czech Defense Ministry said in July that it had so far provided Ukraine with more than €259 million worth of military aid. That includes tanks, rocket launchers, and various types of ammunition. The Czechs have been one of Ukraine's staunchest backers and were the first country to send heavy equipment soon after the 2022 Russian invasion. Spanish director Pedro Almodovar has won the Golden Lion for the Best Film at the 81st Venice Film Festival for his movie The Room Next Door. He received an almost 20-minute ovation when he collected his award for his first English-language film. It stars Julianne Moore and Tilda Swinton and tells the story of two friends who rekindle their friendship only to discover that one has terminal cervical cancer. Almodovar, who dedicated the prize to his two stars, has previously called for greater access to euthanasia.
Me siento muy ligado emocionalmente a este festival. Después he vuelto más veces y siempre ha sido una experiencia muy gratificante.
The other big winners were Nicole Kidman, who walked off with the Volpi Cup for Best Actress for her role in Baby Girl. And Vincent Landon won the Best Actor prize for The Quiet Son.